Hello and welcome. This video we shall solve some problems on trigonometric functions. The first question we have is find the domain of f of x equals 1 over square root of 1 minus cos x. So since there is something in the denominator cannot go to 0. So 1 minus cos x should be greater than 0, or 1 should be greater than cos x, or cos x is less than 1. So cos x is less than 1 is fine, but as you see in this diagram, cos x goes to 1 every now and then. So at 0 we have at 0 cos takes 1, and at 2 pi it takes 1, at 4 pi minus 2 pi, all these values cos becomes 1. So all these values we cannot have the domain. So whenever the cos is taking less than 1 it is fine, but cos is now and then it is taking 1. So at what values cos takes 1 is cos x is 1 when x is equal to 2n pi and n belongs to integer like minus 2 pi, minus 4 pi, minus 6 pi, plus 2 pi, plus 4 pi, plus 6 pi, and 0 as well. So the domain for this function is all the real numbers except 2n pi and n belongs to z. This is the answer for this problem. Next, so we have to find the range of 1 plus 3 cos 2x. Let us try to do this in two different ways. One is, what I do is I do in graphical method. If I take cos, the range of cos is 1 to minus 1, and if I write only cos x from 0 to 2 pi, we have one cycle. So the same thing, if I do cos 2x, then we have two cycles in 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so not good at writing this properly. Let me write it. 0 to 2 pi. If it is cos x, it means cos 1x, we have only one cycle. Whereas if I have cos 2x, then from 0 to pi we have one cycle, and from pi to pi we have another cycle. So the frequency of this function will change if I do cos 2x, and that will not alter the y value of cos x, which is 1 to minus 1. So this is my cos 2x. If I multiply 3 to it, I multiply 3 to the above, so then 3 is multiplied to the y values, so it stretches in the y axis, so it becomes like this. So it becomes like this. So the value it takes is plus 3 to minus 3, 0 to pi. This is what happens when you multiply 3 to it. Then finally I have to do 1 plus 3 cos 2x. So if I do 1 plus 3 cos 2x, I have to add 1 to both the maximum and the minimum value of the cos. So what does this do is, if I plot If I add 1 to 3, so this becomes 4. And if I add 1 to minus 3, you'll get minus 2. So 4 to minus, now, now we'll have, a function like this, whose maximum value is 4 and the minimum value is, 1 plus 3, 4, and the minimum value 1 minus 3 is, minus 2. So this is what happens, but I'll do the same thing. In algebraic method. We know that the range of cos x is minus 1 to plus 1, and I'll change the frequency. So by changing the frequency, if I change anything in the x, this will reflect in the domain, not in the range. So whenever I do changes in the x, so that will be reflected in the domain, not in the range. So the range remains same. So this is my second step. Now I multiply by 3. So if I multiply by 3, so this becomes minus 3 and plus 3. So this is my step, and I want 1 plus 3 cos 2x. If I want 1 plus 3 cos 2x, I have to add 1 to both sides. So this is minus 2, 1 plus 3 cos 2x plus 4. So the range of this function is minus 2 to 4, and this is evident here. You can see. Solve one problem. The range of 1 by 1 minus cos 2x. Let us do it algebraically. So we start with cos x. We know that cos x range is minus 1 to plus 1. Then I'll multiply by minus 2. If I multiply by minus 2 cos x, this becomes plus 2, this becomes minus 2. And if I multiply by negative, the equality changes like this, or I can write minus 2 less than or equal to minus 2 cos 2x less than or equal to 2. Then I'll take a reciprocal. Oh, okay, I have to add 1 to it. So 1 minus 2 cos 2x. So 1 minus 2, 2 plus 1. So this is minus 1. 1 minus 2 cos 2x less than or equal to 3. So the range of 1 minus 2 cos 2x is between minus 1 and 3. So I want the reciprocal of it. So I'll take the reciprocal 1 by 1 minus 2 cos 2x. Whenever I take the reciprocal, I have to change this equality signs. So minus 1 by 1, 1 by 3, or I can take 1 by 3 less than or equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos 2x less than or equal to minus 1. So this is between minus 1 to 1 by 3. It's between minus 1 to 1 by 3. So answer is B. Okay, thank you for watching.